I want you to give them a huge international round of applause. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Again, please, an international round of applause to this amazing, beautiful couple that is standing on stage. You may have your seat, you may have your seat. Thank you so much for joining us. We love you, we are proud of you. We love the love you have for your family. These people, they are enjoying life. I follow them on Instagram, they love TikTok. You know, they are having fun. They are traveling the world, they are enjoying. Oh my God, you are amazing.
Thank you.
The stage is yours.
Thank you.
We don't apply the very same principle of fighting for our dreams, of fighting for what we want to achieve. The time is now. Tanzania, your time is now. Your time is now. Botswana, your time is now. South Africa, your time is now. Namibia, your time is now. Letchard, your time is now. It is now, guys. We've got to believe that. We have got to believe that. The problem that most of us are facing is the fact that we are building our businesses as if we have time. We are building our businesses as if we have time. We don't have time. We do not have time. If there's one thing that the pandemic has taught each and every one of us, is how precious time is. When we were born, we all came here with our different gifts. And our mission is to make sure that we fight to become the greatest that we were meant to be. Some of you in this room, you are saving yourselves too much. What are you saving yourselves for? I want you to imagine yourselves at the finish line. Because what we are doing right now, we are fighting so that we can become the person that we were meant to be. And one of the worst things that can happen is when we look back, it's all over, we've ran our race, we are at the finish line, and when we look back, God says, look back, you see all that? It was meant for you. It was meant for you. But you didn't have the courage. You didn't have the resilience, the grit, the consistency to become what I wanted you to become. So it is time for us to really tap into our greatness. Today, we are going to talk with you guys about what it takes to build a profitable forever business. A forever business, guys, that is going to give you chairman's bonuses, level 3 chairman's bonuses, 5 consecutive years. That is what we've achieved. Level 3 chairman's bonuses for the past 5 years. We are from the same continent as all of you. We look like you, we talk like you, and we have the very same struggles as all of you. We don't have a currency that is better than you. The same challenges when you go out there you face are the very same challenges that we face as well. The only difference is we are all in. We are all in. We are excited and humbled by what we have achieved, but we are never satisfied because we know that we can do more, because we know that we are meant for more. So these are some of the questions that we always ask ourselves when the going gets tough, because goodness me, it's not an easy journey. Building a successful forever business is challenging, but it is also very rewarding. It is doable. So these are the questions that we ask ourselves when the going gets really tough. I'm not alone, I'm with my husband, and we are going to be presenting together. So these are the questions that we normally ask ourselves when the going gets really tough. When we go out there, we recruit, people say no. When we build a team and people leave, when we invest our time, because when you go out there and you book venues, you book accommodation, there is money. So we invest our money as well. And when you get there, there is maybe 1 or 2 people that are there attending the presentation. When we build and the team leaves, and we have to rebuild again. When the going really gets tough and we start questioning ourselves if this is truly worth it, these are the questions that we ask ourselves.
So we ask ourselves, if not forever living products. We ask ourselves, if not FLP, what do we want to do?
What are we going to do?
What can we do? We've done the corporates. Okay, I don't think this is working for me, yeah? But we ask ourselves, we've done the corporate. I've pushed 11 years in corporate. She's got 10 years in corporate. What did it give us? We have nothing to show for that, except for the lessons. That's all that we got from corporate. Then we were introduced into this amazing business. This crazy business that has changed my whole family's trajectory, not just, us being here, but the whole trajectory of our bloodline and our life in the future has changed just because of this business. If I go out and I go to this venue and only this table comes and shows up, What do? Do I cry and give up? Of course not. They sacrifice their time to come and hear what I have to offer. And I give it to them with my all. I give them the full presentation as if it's a full house, because I have to show them how it's done. I have to lead them and show them where they are at. It's a changing point. They need to know that. So I make sure that we go all out. The next question. If not now? If not now, Africa?
Then when?
If not now, Africa, we're going to go to this one leg. I don't like to say just one leg. I think we should say 10 legs. My father, I think we should say 10 legs. Why not? Because you know what? The company has given us a starting point. We should add our own to make sure that it works for us as Africans. We want the big things. We want it all. And we are willing to work our butts off. Yes, it starts with one leg. For those that have not achieved it before, yes, go for the one leg. But if you've tasted eagle, you can't. You can never settle just for one leg. You've been there. You've tasted the money. I don't think so. I don't think so, guys. We can do more. So our time as Africa is now. Now is our time. We came into this business. We've seen them, you know, all the other nations out there, the Europeans, you name them. They've been there long enough. It's time for an African child
To take over.
to
Come
take
on.
over. From the dusty streets, from waking up not knowing what you're going to have for lunch or dinner or all of that. We come from similar backgrounds. Now is our time. A couple, 20 or whatever years ago, we never all dreamt of being in such places. But now we walk in places where, kings are made. We've already made it. So let's just believe that we deserve it. We are capable. It's your time, Africa. It is your time. If not you, then who? If not you, then who? Who do you see fit to take this position? Who do you see fit to make all these level 3 checks? If not you. If you don't see yourself fit, then give me a list of people that you see fit. Decide to be the one. Decide, each and every one of us in this room, we need to decide to be the one. The one in your family that was never looked at to be successful. The one in your family or your whole family has never been seen to have any sort of, success. But you, out of your whole family, or 2 or 3 out of your whole family, have decided to take this road less traveled. You decided to embark on this journey just for a better life, just for a new trajectory, just for the new sunrise, where you can say, we in here are the ones.
It broke the generational curses.
Of course, generational curses. Our neighbors spoke ill of us. Your neighbors, your friends, that were slightly better off than you when you were growing up. They spoke ill of you, of your mother, of your father, how useless they were, how no one in your family would ever step foot into a university, but you've done it. No one in your family would ever buy a car, but you've done it. You've bought cars. No one in your family would ever buy a mansion, but you own a number of them. And you are not at the end of the road. You're only getting started. You are breaking all the generational curses. But you've got to believe that it is possible for you. And you are going to do it. You are going to do it. So decide to be the one. Decide that each and every one of us here are going to be the one.
Yeah.
Can you promise me that? Can you promise to be the one? Each and every one of us to be the one.
Yeah. Be the one, guys. That when you are gone, you know, your family, your first, second, fourth generation, they look up. They see your photos hanging on the wall. They look up and they say, she's the one. This is the one that broke all the generational curses. This is the one that gave us the opportunity that we have today. You can be the one. The problem is when you look at successful people, some of you say these things are for certain people. We are here to tell you that these things, which is level 3, your GLTs, being number 1 and all that, they are for you as well. Earning a million rands a month, guys, we have tasted that. Not in German bonuses. We have received a million bonus on the 15th for 4 consecutive months. Decide that it is possible. But given, success is taken. Stop folding your hands and lift your hands up. Stop waiting to be chosen and choose yourselves. Stop. The time is now. So if not you, then who? If not your team, then which team deserves all the success? If not your country, then which country deserves all the success? Be the one. Make a decision. Draw a line on the sand and say it stops and starts with me. I am the one. I am the one. Now, when it comes to building a profitable and a successful forever business, gosh, say energy. Say energy. Energy is everything. People don't join forever. People join people. And some of you right now are not where you are supposed to be, are not where you are meant to be, because of you are vibrating very low. People are attracted to you because of how you carry yourselves. People are attracted to, it's all about energy. It is all about how you carry yourself. It is all about you, goodness me, acting as if. You don't have to be a successful leader right now, but my friends, you can start acting as if. I'm not saying fake it until you make it. I am saying fake it until you make it. Start acting as if. Start showing up as if you are leading a huge team. Start showing up as if you are earning the money that you want. Start showing up as if you are the #1 FBO that you want to be. So energy is everything. So right now, when you are looking at yourselves and how you carry yourselves, we want you to ask yourselves this very good question. If you were a radio station, what type of person or prospect will actually listen to your station? Take a look at yourself as if you are a certain radio station. Now, ask yourself this question: what type of prospect or customer will actually listen to my station? This is key. This is very important. People don't join forever. People don't even care about forever. People care about you. You are representing the forever brand. You are representing your brand. Now the question is, are you attracting the right type of people? Are you vibrating on a higher level? Are you a leader that you would follow? Would you join you? Be honest. would you join you?
That's the question.
Would you
join me?
lead yourself? If you are a team, you are a team leader, would you be happy with being led by yourself? Are you showing up? Truly? Are you fully committed? Truly? Are you doing those activities consistently? Would you be happy with leading yourself? Are you a leader that your team is dreaming about? Maybe you're not happy currently with how you're applying, your sponsors, your mentors are doing things. But the question is, are you a leader that your team is happy about? You need to ask yourself those questions. Because if you want to build a successful forever business, goodness me, you need to be a leader of your dreams. I can be very happy, if I can be a leader, for my team, or a leader of, I don't know how to phrase this, but I am leading my team with grace. I am showing up every day because I know my team will not just watch my lips. My team is watching my footsteps.
Oh, yes.
They are watching how we walk. They don't care about what you say. What they care about is what you are doing. So are you doing enough to have the team that you want? Because God will never bless you with a huge team if you are still failing to lead yourselves. So lead, lead. Lead, boy, lead.
So if all the curtains are drawn in the middle of the night and you are at your home, are you able to do what you say you were going to do? Behind closed doors, away from this arena, away from, being in the public eye, behind closed doors, are you doing the activities? It's not about just being in front, but behind closed doors. If we were to put a camera in your house to follow you around without you knowing, would you be the leader that you are in front of your team? Or would they see your true self? Only you can answer that.
So who are you when no one is watching? Who are you when no one is watching? So these are some of the things, guys, that will bring down your energy. Remember, we said energy is everything if we want to build a successful forever business. And these are some of the things that are pulling you down. Number one, it can be jealousy. Jealousy. Some of you are not genuinely happy if other people are succeeding. It is jealousy. That is a very low vibrating emotion. Jealousy. You can't even clap hands for others because you believe they don't deserve it. You deserve it. It is jealousy. It is bringing you down. It is weighing you down. When other people are succeeding, start believing that if they can do it, I can do it as well. Number two, frequency, emotion that is bringing you down. Gossip. Goodness, some of you can gossip. You are gossipers, and gossip is a very low vibrating characteristic, guys. It is weighing you down. Stop gossiping. Stop gossiping. Some of you as well, it is the people that you hang around with. Not everyone deserves your time. Not everyone deserves to share a table with you. And that is one of the reasons why you are vibrating very low. After this meeting, some people, instead of talking about how we can move the business forward, you are going to talk about, that speaker, they could have done better, this was bad, that was better, the speaker really was not prepared, and all that. Cut all that out of your language. It is weighing you down, guys. That is why you cannot perform. So these are some of the things that are truly weighing you down. Revenge. Some of you are angry. That are not performing. it is anger, guys. It is time, maybe, for you to bless and release. Bless and release, so that you can start vibrating at a higher level and attracting the right type of people. Bless and release. They left their teams. They didn't leave your team. They left their own businesses. Bless and release. Go out there and replace them. This is that simple. There is no use crying over people that did you wrong. Because let me tell you something. If you have no challenges, if you're not facing any gossip and all the hardships, you are not yet in the business. You haven't experienced the true journey, because this is not easy. So you cannot have anger, hating on people, wanting revenge on people. Some people are even happy when their uplines are not achieving incentives. Goodness me, there is a scarcity mindset and it is weighing you down now. Do you understand? Let go, bless, and release. So now, how can you vibrate higher? Which emotions do you need to vibrate higher so that you can attract the right type of people?
Passion.
Passion, guys, say passion.
You need to have passion. You need to show the passion of what you do. Because we said people join you, not the company. Because everyone speaks of the same company. But they've got to see the passion in you. If they can, rally with you, if they can, work with you, they've got to see the passion in what you do.
Hopefulness, guys, you've got to be hopeful. You might not be where you want to be, but be hopeful for the future. There is hope, because if you are hopeful, you are going to continue showing up every day and doing the necessary activities that are going to move your business forward. Now, when you are running your forever business and you want to have a successful forever business, many leaders have spoken about this already. You need to apply the 80-20 rule. You need to learn how to protect your energy. Because when you look at your team, 20% of the people will do the work of the 80%. Do you understand? So we have spoke about this already. The 20% will do the 80% of the work in your team, and 80% will only do the 20% of your team. So spend 80% of your time speaking one-to-one basis, giving individual attention to your 20% of your team. And the 80% give them the group attention. So you coach the masses and you mentor a few. You coach the masses and you mentor only a few.
Until one of the masses decides that it is their time. They remain in that group environment until they see that one day they start believing, they have their self-confidence, and they say, you know what, I need this. I can see the future through these people. Now I want to start building my business. Because we have that. We have that opportunity in forever. You can be in this business for 5 to 10 years and just be in it for the sake of being in it. And one day, a speaker comes on the stage, says something that clicks on your mind, and you decide on that very day that this is my line. Tomorrow I'm starting from scratch. And that's when it's going to start happening for you. You raise your hand to your leader and you say, now I'm ready to work. Now I'm ready to run. So you are not just, you're kept in the group. You are kept in the group because you are a non-performer. You are kept in the group just because you are not ready. That time will come. You can be in this business for 20 years, but if you are just in it for the community, not to make a difference in your life, then you'll remain there.
Now, guys, this is very important for you to audit your relationships. Audit your relationships. Because as Jim Rohn said, he said you will become an average of 5 people that you spend most of your time with. We are talking to people. Remember, this training is not for everyone. This training is for people that want to take their forever businesses to the next level. So if you want to remain a chicken, continue spending most of your time with other chickens. This training is not for you. You can stay on your phone, browse, go on social media and do whatever. This training is for eagles. People that say, I am the one. I am the one. I am choosing myself. So you need to make sure that you audit your relationships. Okay? So spend time, because the people that you spend most of your time with, you are going to think like them. But most importantly, you are going to earn like them.
And
you are going to think like those people. People that say it's okay not to achieve an incentive. People that say it is okay not to attend. It is okay to play small. It is okay. People that make you feel it is okay not to perform at your highest of levels. Be careful of those people. Those people are people that we call dream stealers. They are going to steal your dreams. So be very mindful of who you spend most of your time with. For us, we are very mindful of who we spend most of our time with. Because we understand that if we want to go to the highest of levels, we need to be careful of who is feeding our minds. So leaders, who is feeding your mind? Who is feeding your minds? For the very first time since the EG Manager incentive started after being in the business, we missed it. And I cried myself to sleep. Someone might say, but you are making so much money already. You can afford to take yourself to whatever, destination. But for us, it is not about that. It is not okay to miss an incentive. It is not okay. Because for us, representation matters. It is not okay to miss incentives, leaders. So be very careful with people that are telling you right now that it is okay. People that are telling you right now, we are still in May, but they are already saying next year it is. We started the year badly, we'll try again next year. Be very careful of those people. In most cases, it's not that they love you, it's because they can see the potential in you. And they know the potential of forever. They are scared of what you might become. So they want to drag you down with them. Remember, they are not only stealing your forever dreams, they are stealing your kids' dreams as well. Never ever forget why you got started in this business. We are not here to, of course, we want to be liked by people. We want to have friends and all that. But let us never forget the main reason why we got started in forever in the very first place. You joined alone. You joined this business alone. And in some cases, if you want to move to a highest of levels, you might have to cut some people out of your lives. Do it. Don't be scared. It is for your own good. It is for your future's good. Imagine yourselves going on stage, receiving a huge check with your kids present and witnessing such a moment. You will never experience such glory if you are still hanging around with chickens only. So be very mindful, leaders.
Leaders, even an eagle takes time away when it reaches that stage in its life where it has to rebuild itself. It goes up into the sky and it flies and it sits alone in the highest of mountains. What is it doing? It's working on itself. It's breaking its beak so that the new one can come through, so it can still live for another 40 to 50 years. It plucks out its own wings so that it can fly faster. It breaks its own nails so that it will be able to catch the prey. So you want to flock with everybody, even the people that are negative. You want to keep them close. And you wonder why your business is not growing. You wonder why you are not succeeding. It's the company you keep. It's the company you keep. Look at that. Look at the people around you. Are they helping you to grow, or are they pulling you down? Only you can answer and take action.
So remember, you are the CEO of your life. So hire, fire, and promote accordingly.
Yes, fire. As you please. As you please.
Okay, I think I'm gonna skip this, how to raise your vibration. You can just take a photo of this, because I will still want to share some of the DMOs, what we do on a daily basis to move our businesses forward. So you can just take this, because most leaders are touched on the personal development side of the business. Now, this is very important. Building is energy. Maintenance is fatigue. Building is energy. Maintenance is fatigue. If you want to truly take your businesses to the next level, you must never get to a point where you are saying, I am maintaining. We don't maintain in this business. There is no such thing as maintaining. It is either you are growing or you are dying a very slow death. So building, guys, is energy. The most exhausting times in our business have been when we were not earning the day. The most exhausting times in our business have been when we were not earning the day, when we were not doing the necessary activities. Those are the times where you can feel that, no, man, but I am vibrating very low. My energy is very low. So you need to make sure that every day you are earning your day. Make sure that every day you are progressing. You need to be progressing every day. Make sure that you are fulfilling your full potential at all times, because you are building here. We are here to build legacies. We are here to build businesses that are going to take care of our generations to come.
Leaders, on a day-to-day basis, we all want to be productive, right? I can't hear you. Yes. We all want to be productive, but life happens, doesn't it? Life happens and you see your day has gone. You have not done even one activity that is pushing you to your new heights, or you are doing something towards your business. One thing that my mentor told me is that when your day is being lost as a leader, think fast and look around and say, what can I do so that my day is not lost? It's almost the end of the day. You have not been productive from morning. What do? You turn around and you look at your family and you say, what can I do with my family so that I am now depositing one of the memories that we're going to share on that particular day. Now, the whole day was lost, but you decided to trick your mind so that the following day, you wake up full of enthusiasm, full of energy, and said, oh, it wasn't a lost day. I actually got to spend time with the kids. We did 1, 2, and 3. So it is all about you thinking fast on your feet. You've lost productive day, but you did not lose time with your family. that is how you can turn things around. Because the following day, you are engineered to wake up and do what you've got to do. You are engineered to wake up and do your DLOs from morning until the evening. Isn't it? Yeah. But if your whole day was lost, you didn't even spend time with the kids, then you really feel like crap. So which means the following day, instead of you picking yourself up, you might actually spend the first 3 hours of the morning crying about it and blaming yourself because you didn't do anything. You didn't deposit any memories with your kids. It's just another way of, helping you to see that you can save a day when it's lost. But spending with the loved one is you saving that day.
So getting back into action, guys, we need to stay in action at all times. Okay, so you need to identify your triggers to get you moving towards your goals and dreams. You need to identify your triggers that are going to help you moving towards your goals and dreams. We always say your why will get you out of the gates. Your why will get you out of the gates. It will get you moving. It will get you doing some activities. It is the why, all right? But it is the discipline that is going to change your entire life. Your why will get you out of the gate because you are going to do those activities because you are inspired. But you are not going to be inspired to show up every day. You are not going to be motivated to show up every day. So on such days, you need to make sure that you have your non-negotiables. These are things that you do on a daily basis, regardless of how you feel, regardless of what is happening around you. So what are some of these non-negotiables that are going to help you to move your businesses to the next level? Because remember, success is a decision, it is not a gift. Successful people are not more gifted than you. They just made a decision. So on a daily basis, guys, these are some of the DMOs that you can do to take your business to the next level. Maybe you've been stuck for such a long time and you say, goodness me, I am so stuck. How do I get myself unstuck so that I can start moving my business forward? So every day you can use this 5x5 method to move your business forward. So every day, find 5 new prospects on a daily basis. So you identify your 5 people that you haven't exposed to the opportunity. So every day, before you go to bed, you write down a list of a minimum of 5 new people. These are fresh exposures. They don't know anything about forever. They are not on your who do know list. These are people that you are going to expose your opportunity to the following day. And once you have done that, you need to have 5 new daily exposures to your products or to the opportunity using a tool. Guys, I cannot stress enough the importance of having the right tools that are going to help you to move your businesses forward. Make sure that there are systems in place that are going to simplify your businesses. One of the systems that we personally use, we use the ATM group. This is an ad tag message group that we have on social media. In that group, we have videos that are pre-recorded, presentations that are pre-recorded already. They are in that group. So on a daily basis, we don't have to sit in front of our computer and do that whole presentation. We can simply expose people, find out if they are open, add them into the group and tag them into a presentation that is pre-recorded already. That is us using a tool to move our business forward.
My leader right to the back, our sponsor, he can testify to this. Before we joined the business, 2012, they exposed my wife to the business. For a whole year, she didn't join. I wasn't interested. You understand that? But the exposures kept on happening. The exposures kept on happening. Now, the same thing applies to you when you are sitting at home watching TV, for those that watch TV, and you're watching your favorite show, and how many adverts do you normally get in between? In a 30-minute slot? Maybe 3 times? 3 or 4. Okay. What is that doing? That is exposure number 1 on a break, exposure number 2, exposure number 3. Now, in a week, how many exposures are you getting over the same content, over the same product? By end of the week, or even if it's halfway, you already want to buy that product because all of a sudden your mind tells you that I need this product. If it was food, your taste buds are like, I've got to have this because of exposures. So when you don't have an ATM group in your team, that means you don't have a system. You don't have a system for your new people to come in and get plugged in without you being there. Any new person that is inquired about my business right now is in the ATM, is going through the presentation that was recorded a year ago and the last one that was done 2 months ago. And the testimonies of leaders in our team. Now the work is being done. I don't physically have to be there. Now imagine in a group of 5,000 people, 15,000 people. How many presentations are you running? How many people? All these 5 new people, 5 new prospects, which is a target for you in a day. To say, I'm going to introduce. I'm not talking about repeat customers. I'm not talking about people that have been exposed into the business. No, I'm talking about somebody who has not been exposed to the business by you. A new person, and they get exposed. They can watch that video, they can watch the presentation 20,000 times if they want to. It's all about using the systems, the tool. Because when you are not there, your business should not stand. While we are here, the group should still be carrying on. The only thing is to feed it with the people.
So on a daily basis, you can also have 5 new follow-ups daily, because we all know that the fortune is in the follow-ups. It's not in the follow-up, it is in the follow-ups. We don't follow up with someone once or twice or 3 times. As long as they haven't blocked us, as long as they haven't said, please don't ever send me any more information, we follow up with them. Sometimes we do something so simple where we just send one of those, maybe they've read the information, we just send them one of those crying emojis, and we send that only. It is a way of following up. And when you send that, one of those funny crying emojis and all that, they are going to get back to you. They will either laugh or say, oh, I read, I'm gonna get back to you, whatever, but it triggers a response. So make sure that every day, that is what we do. The people that we have signed up recently are people that we exposed to our opportunity a year ago, 3 months ago, 4 months ago, 5 months ago. So these are not new prospects. It is mostly people that we have stayed in contact with. So every day, leaders, make sure that you follow up, because if you don't follow up, you are leaving money on the table. The fortune is in the follow-ups, not in the follow-up, in the follow-ups. And every day, we make sure that we get a decision. So we have sent the information, we have done the follow-ups, so we make sure that every day we get a minimum of 5 decisions. Are you in or out? We're not scared to ask our prospects. I have sent you the information. You have been in the group for some time. So what is your decision? Are you in or are you out? So every day you need to collect at least 5 decisions, a yes or a no. And what we do as well, we do team blitz. When we come together as a team, maybe usually we have it on Thursdays, we come together with our non-manager team. We are all together on the Zoom and we do a 1-hour blitz. When we come in, we have a countdown, so we have different activities, maybe in 15 minutes, different activity for 15 minutes. We give them the scripts, and then we have a timer that is counting down to 15 minutes. Go to Facebook and inbox and do whatever. Go to your customers, send this message, and 15 minutes, the countdown, it's counting down, and then after 15 minutes, they come again. Everyone is reporting on the chat, and then we give them the next task. So that is us ensuring that people are doing activities. Because as a leader, your job is to make sure that your team is taking action in a time where usually they wouldn't have. That is our job as leaders, to ensure that our team is in action and they stay in action. And also what we do, we give our team assignments, because this is leadership language. Leaders, they speak in assignments. So whenever we are meeting with our team, we make sure that there is an assignment that we give to them. It can be a product for the day, it can be, goodness me, whatever, but we always make sure that there is an assignment for everyone in a day to make sure that people are in action.
It can also be for a brand new person or somebody who's just, slightly new, get them to go out there and collect 20 notes.
Yeah.
Did you give the assignment? Go out there and collect 20 notes. Which means it doesn't matter how many people you speak to, your only report that I want from you as a leader is, have you gotten 20 notes? I'm not saying go out there and get 20 people to say yes to the opportunity, but you go out there and get 20 people to say no to you, and you finish your task. What does that do? What does that do to somebody new who has to go out there and get no's?
It's an easy task.
It's an easy task, but it's mentally challenging because now they have that extra bounce on their mindset. They've got that extra step on their, they want to go out there because they're not worried if you say no, because that's what they're looking for. And what happens along the journey, along the transaction?
They get a yes.
It gets a yes along the way. What happens to the next one? It starts getting a flow. You start learning on how you correct yourself, self-correct along the way. And out of 50 people you've spoken to, 10 of them said yes. But the assignment is not complete. I need to write it out. So it's the small things that you do with the team. Because guys, I have to say this. And when I say this, please don't take it the wrong way. It is just my observation that as leaders in this room, when we got introduced into the business, when we started it forever, we were at, let's say, at 1. I'll make an example. In our knowledge, in our understanding of the business, in our capacity. And as time went on, we started, opening our minds, we started learning more, started understanding a bit more. and now we know better. So the fact that we know better, we shouldn't be so hard-ass about going back to the people that have left the business and say, hey, I want to chat with you. I want to tell you something. I know you joined the business back then, and I wasn't the leader that you deserved. I wasn't the leader that you deserved. So you, as a leader now, are taking responsibility for their failures. How about that? You are taking responsibility, even though it's not your fault, but you've learned more. You have an understanding now. So go back and you say, hey, you deserved better. I should have been this leader, but now I know more. How about we try again?
Yeah.
That's a different mindset that you're going to have.
This is actually one of the assignments that we have given ourselves, because the company told us that one of the problems that the company is facing worldwide, it is retention. Now imagine if all of us here can go back to our people and we stop pointing fingers, pointing the blame at them, but we point the blame at ourselves and say, I could have done better. I have just come back from the managers' convention. I learned more, and I want to rectify whatever mistakes that I made. Can you give me another chance?
Most definitely, you'll get a yes.
Then what we do as well, and also what is important is you plan your activities, your DMO. It is to theme your days of the week. For us, we have Wednesday. For us, on Wednesday, it is the day where we are onboarding our new distributors. Obviously, we are still doing other activities, but the main focus on a Wednesday, it is to onboard our new distributors. So we spend most of the day in front of the Zoom with our new distributors, onboarding them. Then Tuesdays, we know that Tuesdays are presentation days. This is the day when we come together as a team and we do presentations. Mondays, it is the day as well where we come together as a team, and it is training day. It's all about training day. And all these guys, this is very important to tap into collective genius.
Oh, yes.
Tap into collective genius. Some of the huge activities that we are doing in our team, they were not our ideas. So lead in a way that your managers, your leaders, they find it okay to run ideas past you. Do you understand? Remember, you are not a manager here, you are a leader. So have an open door policy. Team culture, Tobeka spoke about that. It is all part of team culture, where everyone feels valued, where everyone feels it is okay to state their views and share how we can move the team forward. So all the ideas, they don't have to be your ideas. Tap into that collective genius.
And when the team comes together and they decide on a certain activity, obviously it's going to be a success, because everyone in the team feels part and parcel of creating this movement. Unlike when it is you as a leader stamping your authority and saying, we are doing this. And most of the team will be like, no,
they pull back.
Mondays are for something else in my team. You understand? Whereas they could have said, okay, but because you are stamping your authority, they don't want to be, led like children. They want to have a voice. They want to speak their mind. So let's look at being inclusive. One idea, it doesn't have to be directly yours. It can be, my brother here in the front started an idea and he ran it by her. And you see the idea started as small and it grew because she added something onto it and so on. By the time it gets to the end, it is a full-blown training that the whole team would be excited to do, because you have to sell the energy and the excitement in what you do on a day-to-day basis. Now, if everything has got to come from you, or it's got to come from the leader, it's going to be difficult to even be in the state of presenting it out there. So everyone needs to be for the team.
And also leaders, we make sure that we track our numbers monthly. We know our numbers. We fully understand our stats. We know exactly how many people we need to talk to in order for us to have a yes. We know exactly how many people we need to enroll in order for us to have people that are going to want to move to supervisor. So you need to know and understand your stats. FLP 360 is your friend. Use the FLP 360. Track your numbers. Remember, you are running a business. Some people don't understand their numbers, and that is why they are not progressing. That is why they are not recruiting enough, because they don't understand how many people they need to speak with in order for them to convert and have that yes. Team trainings, we do that all the time. Every day we tell our story. We make sure that we are telling our story to as many people as we can. If you don't have a story, tell your leader's story. Borrow other people's belief. Do you understand? But every day you should be telling a story to a new prospect, to a new customer. So every day, these are some of the things that we do to move our business forward. People have spoken about the 5 a.m. club. We don't sleep. We wake up on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays to pour into the team. 4 a.m. on these days, we are already up because we want to crawl into their minds. We want to be the first ones that crawl into their minds before the world crawls into their minds. So this is very important. Personal development. I'm not saying do the 5 a.m. club if it's not for you, but what I can tell you is, if you want to lead the people, you need to wake up before the people. This thing of sleeping until you are done sleeping, that is not what successful people do. You can look around the world. If you look at successful mentors, they are going to tell you that they are using their mornings to pour into themselves. Because as a leader, you are like the station where all your team will come and plug into. So if you are empty, where are they going to draw their energy from? So this is very important as well.
They need to draw the energy from you, because as a leader, you are full of information. If you don't have any information, you go out and you do your research. And then when they come in throughout the day, the team is going to come with questions. They need you to help them, but not always give them the full answer. Give them an idea and say, go and research on this. You can go and find it there. Because if you are going to respond to each and every one, then you will never get to do anything. But the way you are fueled up, you are full, and then the rest of the team will come through and get to suck and get all the juice from you. By the time you reach 6, 7 o'clock at night, you must be tired because you have been giving of yourself to as many people as possible. Because it's not about you. Once you realize that it's not about you as the leader, then you have 90% of the puzzle. The only 10% that you need to move to the next level. It is not about you. Don't be selfish. It's not about you as a leader. It's about those people, those team leaders that could have joined anywhere in this room or anywhere in the world, but they chose to join under you. They chose you out of thousands of FPOs. And when you are all about yourself, how about their dreams? What are you saying about them? It's not about you. It's way bigger than us. It's way bigger than every leader that you find in the world. Because they do what they do for the team. That's the concept of building once and making is a legacy. One day you'll get to hear about that.
And then once you have done that, you've done all your DMOs. This is the principle that we live, that we truly believe in. We then review. So we plan, we do, and we review. So we don't only review on a monthly basis. Even after this training, when we are done, when we get home, we are going to review and see where can we do better. So after when you do the new activities, remember these are new activities that you will be doing. Make sure that you review. It is very important. Review your day, review your week, review your month, review your first quarter of the year, second quarter of the year, and all that. So all the time, you need to make sure that you apply this principle. You plan, you do, you review, so that you can improve. Where are you currently in your business? How many CCs do you need to go to the new level? How many people do you need to go to the new level? How many active managers do you need to go to the new level? How many managers that are doing 60 CCs do you need in order for you to go to the next level? How many new recruits do you need in order for you to go to the next level? It is very important not to just do, because in most cases, we stay so much in action that we forget to review so that we can improve. So all the time, make sure that you plan, you do, and you review. You can take photos of this as well, because we will not want to go through what each and one of the things that you can actually review and plan in order for you to move your business forward. But this is our focus when we are planning, doing, and reviewing. Then obviously, we are going to review our check, where we are currently with our check and all that, where are our managers standing, who has the car incentive, who doesn't have the car incentive, who needs to requalify for the car incentive, their new business. We review that on a monthly basis. Our managers, how far are they on their new business? And we write those stats down every month so that we don't get surprises at the end of the year. So our businesses doesn't happen by chance. It's all about careful planning and execution, because we are reviewing every day. We know exactly where each of our leader is sitting right now. We know exactly where each of that 600 manager is sitting right now. We know exactly who is our potential leading manager. We know who is our potential chairman's bonus qualifier and all that. In the team, we have a team already with our non-manager team that is called supervisor runners. These are people that we are going to be running with for the supervisor incentive. So as you can see, everything is carefully planned. When you see leaders achieving greatness, they know exactly what is happening in their businesses. We don't ever get surprised. When we don't qualify for anything, we know exactly what went wrong. We don't go back and say, goodness me, where did I go wrong? Because we are reviewing and planning our businesses every time, every month. So leaders, you need to commit to leading. This is very important. Commit to leading. Lead from the front at all times. Be the leader that you want to be. Be that leader. So you need to make sure that you are committing, you are leading from the front, you are going for every incentive. We are still as hungry, if not more. We are still more inspired. We are still more motivated. We still want to achieve more. We still want to lead the team from the front. We still want to do more, because we know that if we do more, our team is going to do more. So make sure that you go for every incentive. That is a secret as well of successful forever leaders. They go for each and every incentive. Employ yourselves every day. You need to make sure that you employ yourselves. Treat your businesses as a business and stop treating it as a hobby. So make sure that you employ yourselves and do those activities every day, just like you do when you go to Mass John. In Mass John, you will never ever disappear for a week, because if you disappear, you are going to be fired. So employ yourselves every day. Show up every day for your businesses. Stay in the trenches, guys. Stay in the trenches. This is your line. Okay, go for it.
No, staying in the trenches. No, when we say staying in the trenches, because of construction, I know trenches that need to be made, you know? So it's one of those things where you come across a leader, you know, and when we say stay in the trenches, typically we mean join under somebody who is still hungry. And you need to identify yourself as leaders, as somebody who's still hungry, who still wants this business, who's not saying that I've achieved, I am okay now. If you join under somebody like that, your goals and dreams are literally as dead. Because that person is not building anymore. So you join under somebody who's still hungry, who still wants success, who still wants more success if they're already successful. So staying in the trenches and always pulling yourself to be better. The plan your review stuff, that is gold. That is gold. If there's anything that you can catch from this training, plan your review. And when we're done here, as we're going back to the hotel, we're going to be planning and reviewing how we present it now. Because while it's still fresh, you admit your flaws, you admit where you went wrong, all of those things. It's about self-correction, because one day you'll be on bigger stages and you can't allow what happened today to hinder you from even taking the floor on the next stage. It is about self-correction, staying in the trenches, staying hungry, making $1 million a month. You've got to see it from someone else who's just like you and believe that you can also do it. Someone who's staying in the trenches, someone who's hungry, who wants this. In order for you, when you look up, you should look up for inspiration. If you look up and there's no inspiration, jump the floor and go to the next line until you get the injection that you need. When I look up, I know my leader has been on that $1 million numerous times. That's why I was hungry to go for it, because I've seen him achieve it. I've seen him, telling me that, hey, 7 figures. And if it wasn't for him believing it and touching it, we would have thought of fighting for such. So always stay in the trenches. Okay, I didn't mean to put Susan under pressure. Sorry. I didn't mean to put you under pressure. I didn't mean to. But hey, you might as well take it. I'm not interested. This is magic. I'm not interested in your limiting beliefs, because we all have limiting beliefs, people. We all have them. I'm still going through mine as it is. But I will not let them take over me. I'm still learning. One day, I'll be that speaker. One day, I'll be that, Salema. One day, I'll be that, speaker, that, presence on stage. I'll get there one day. That's what it's about, having the drive. Not sure if you're doing it right, but doing it anyway. Failing forward. If all of us here were to take that courage and say, hey, I'm here, I might as well take the step. Take the step. You've taken the biggest step by being here, qualified. So now, take the biggest step in doing the action.
So thank you so much, leaders. It is time for us really as Africa to, to do more, to demand excellence from ourselves. This is not the time as leaders to just do our 4 CCs. This is not the time for us to do our just 4 CCs. This is the time for us to commit and say, as leaders here, when we go out of this place, from now on, we are going to do 10 personal CCs. That is what Africa wants right now. Hungry leaders, committed leaders, people that are going to go out there and do magic. We have it in each and every one of us. We are destined for greatness. This is the time for us to truly step out, leaders. This is the time. You are capable, you are deserving, and you are worthy of success, whatever success means to each and every one of you. Thank you so much, leaders, for such an opportunity. Thank you so much, Amos. You guys are just awesome. Africa, the time is
Oh my God, oh my God. Okay, thank you so much. Powerful is underestimating. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We're about to finish. We are going to have a panel question and answers. I won't give them chairs because I want to finish maybe in the next 10 or 15 minutes. So let me call